10 minutes, start the clock. He's going to record, or she's going to record the time on your skill sheet. You'll have that trauma assessment sheet, and you'll also have your MSA form. Okay, here's the stuff. So, ready, set, go. BSI precautious, is the scene safe? Number of victims, 1. Additional resources needed. Mechanism of injury, fall from the roof, fall from the ladder. C-spine precautions. Hey, you over here, hold this person's head. So you're telling someone to hold his head. Good, first part done. Now, second part, I come up, general impression of the patient. Patient does not appear to be in grave distress, laying here on the bed. Hey, sir, hi, I'm EMT Don. How are you today?
Not that well.
Not that well. You in a lot of pain?
Moderate.
Okay, do you know what day it is today?
I think it's Wednesday.
You know what time it is?
About 9 o'clock.
Do you know where you're at?
Somewhere at the collar burn.
You know what happened?
I believe I fell while I was on top of the ladder.
Okay, general impression, level of consciousness, using AVI. He's conscious and alert times 4. So now I go into my A, airway. Airway open and patent. If it wasn't, I'd use an adjunct for that. If there was a lot of secretions, I'd suction. B, breathing. I would go ahead and assess his breathing. He seems to be breathing adequately with good expansion, but I'm not gonna give a number. But breathing is adequate. If it's not adequate, I would go ahead and start BVMing using a valve mask, or if he was at severe complaints, severe trauma, I would put him on supplemental oxygen. Because he fell from the roof and I suspect that he's got internal injuries, I'd go ahead and put him on 15 liters by non-rebreather mask. So, breathing. After the breathing, I've assessed it. Yeah, he's breathing okay with my 15 liters. It hasn't hurt him, it's only helping him. Good. C, circulation. I feel his radial pulse. He's got a good radial pulse. Before I let go of that arm, I'm also going to feel his skin. It's warm, it's dry, it looks pink. I've assessed his skin. And I'm also looking for any gross external bleeding. I don't see any. If I did, I would go ahead and manage that immediately. Okay? A, B, C. C's pretty much done. Now I go to my priority of the patient. High priority due to mechanism of injury. Transport by air. I'll call in additional resources, a helicopter. ETA is 15 minutes. That first part is done. Now there's that line. Focus history or rapid. Well, given his mechanism of injury and I've put him as a high priority critical patient and I've had the helicopter come on in, I'm going to go ahead and do a rapid assessment on him. That's that other box, rapid assessment. Now I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to start at his head, decap BTLS. I have to say it in its entirety. Deformity, contusions, abrasions, penetrations, punctures, burns, tenderness, lacerations, and swelling. I'm going to say it once in its entirety. I'm checking his head for decap BTLS. I'm checking his neck, his face, and on his neck, I'm going to check tracheal deviation, any jugular vein distensions, decap BTLS on his neck. Going down, looking at his chest is rise and fall symmetrical, decap BTLS on his chest. As I go down to his abdomen, soft, supple, non-tender, decap BTLS on his abdomen. Go down to his pelvis, push here, push down here, push in the middle, decap BTLS for his pelvis area. I don't see any incontinence. I'm going down this leg, checking his extremities, pulling his shoes off. Checking circulation distal. Circulation cessation of motor movement is good. Distal on this leg. Checking this leg. Good on this leg also. CSM is good. Checking both legs for decap BTLS. Checking his arms. Pulses are equal bilaterally. Don't see any problems decap BTLS on both arms. Not seeing anything there. And I'm going to delay checking his back until we pull the board into place. But I'm going to tell the proctor, hey, I'm going to do his back, and as soon as we log roll him, put him on the board. What are you going to do on his back? I'm going to check his back for decap BTLS. Good, great. So now I've whittled my way down through doing a quick head-to-toe, 60 to 90 seconds for that. Only things that are going to kill him, any really big things that are going to pop up. Okay? If he was having shortness of breath, really severe shortness of breath, I'd go ahead and auscultate his lung sounds. Instead, I'm going to delay that until vital signs because he is breathing adequately and he's doing fine with my high flow oxygen. Next step down, set of vital signs. So I'm going to grab this, throw this on his arm, and what I want to try to do is just knock out a quick set of vital signs, grab my stethoscope, throw it in my ears. Great, 118/72, pulse is 64 and regular, respirations are 14 and non-labor. Grab my little pen, check his pupils, pupillaries, oh, pearl left, pearl right, pupils are great. Grab the stethoscope, take a breath, take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Upper and lower fields are clear. So, we've gone down and done his vital signs. At this point, if I had an ambulance, I'd go ahead and transport. I don't have an ambulance, so can't transport this time. Still, high priority patient, wait for the helicopter to come on in. Okay, now I'm going to quickly hit my sample history. Hey, buddy. What was your name again?
Joe.
Joe. And you know where you're at?
College Marin.
Okay. You know what day it is?
Wednesday.
Awesome. Good. Hey, you fell from the roof. Tell me where it's hurting you.
It's hurting on the arm and somewhere on my side. Right side.
Why did you fall from the roof?
I just lost my balance.
Huh. Just lost your balance and fell from the roof? Okay, got it, got it. Did you get lightheaded or dizzy while you're up there?
Not that I remember, no. I was just reaching farther than I should have.
Okay. This pain that you're feeling, is it traveling anywhere? Is it changing at all?
It's just on my right side.
Just on your right side, stays on your right side. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst pain you've ever felt, how would you rate that?
7.
A 7. Okay. And in describing that pain, is it sharp, dull, crushing? How would you describe it? Give me a word that would describe it.
Sharp.
A sharp pain?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And then, did you feel that pain as soon as you hit the ground, or does it just slowly come on?
No, it was all at once.
All at once, you hit the ground. Oh, Now, they said you were unconscious there for a little bit. Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. Okay, great. Okay. So my OPQRST I ran through with my S, and I go my A. Hey, Joe, any allergies to medicines?
Oh, no.
Okay. On any medicines at all?
Just vitamins.
Okay. Any pertinent history, diabetes, hypertension, cardiac, respiratory,
No.
something like that? Have you ever injured your right side before?
I broke my right leg about 4 years ago.
Okay. So some pertinent history relative to past injury on that one leg. Okay. Pertinent history. When was the last time you ate?
Burrito 3 hours ago.
Burrito 3 hours ago. And events leading up to this, anything else happen on the roof, or anything happened today that might have led up to your fall from the roof?
I can't remember.
Okay, ran through sample. At the end of sample, again, just to make sure I'm not going to get dinged on my critical criteria, I'd say, hey, if I had it, I would transport. Okay. Now, high priority patient. So I'm thinking I need to get off scene. So the next line under there is I'm going to redo my vital signs, because how often do we do it? Every 5 minutes. I'm going to redo my vital signs. And I'm going to, if time allows, I would do a more detailed assessment on the patient. Ambulance has now arrived. Great. Log roll him over, put him on the board, check his backside, take FETLS. Great. And we're off scene. I'm done.